Thanks for cooling it with Chris. Today we are going to be making some delicious fried tacos, okay? I know y'all are excited because I am super excited. So, stay tuned. The first thing that we need is our seasonings. So we have some ground cumin, some Creole seasoning just for salt, some garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, smoked paprika, red chili flakes, and pepper. This is the veggie meat that we're going to use, but you can use any ground meat that you would like to for this recipe. We have our tortillas. They are medium size. I used about 8 tortillas for this recipe, but you can use however many you would like depending on how you want them to be filled. So first we need to warm up our pan, and I'm using grapeseed oil. So just gonna pour that grapeseed oil inside of the pan, let it get nice and warm, and then we're going to add our meat once the oil is warm enough. We're gonna work on our own taco seasoning. So first we're gonna put in our chili powder. We have our cumin, our garlic powder, onion powder, a whole bunch of smoked paprika, okay, because we love that, red pepper flakes, and lastly our ground pepper. And for our salt, I'm using that Creole seasoning. So y'all, look at the flick of my wrist. Do y'all see that? Okay, just making sure you see. So I'm gonna pour that into the meat. If you want to make more seasoning, make more seasoning. I thought that this was enough for me. Just go ahead and mix that all up. Mix that all up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my Taqueria Roja sauce. That's how I say it. So it is what it is. After we add that, we're going to mix it all and make sure the meat gets covered so that it's nice and moist, After I have all of my sauce mixed in, I'm going to go ahead and add some salsa, and I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit as well. So I added the taquero sauce and the salsa. I really like how it tastes when those two are mixed together. So I'm just gonna mix that all together. Now we have our cheeses. So I really like the Daiya shredded cheese, and I also used some mozzarella shreds as well. So when I'm cooking with imitation cheese, I like to mix it around a lot because to me that helps it melt better. Now that might not be true, but I feel like when I mix it up and I don't stop mixing it, that it melts a lot quicker. So after I let that mix and melt, I get my tortillas. I actually had 4 tortillas, not 8. But what I did was I cut them in half straight down the middle. And then I had 8 pieces. We did a little division there. So now I have my 8 pieces of tortillas, my 8 halves. Just counting that for you to make sure I have 8. So right here what we're doing is we're going to mix some glue to help keep our shells closed. So obviously can't use Elmer glue, so we have to use a cornstarch and water mixture. So just a little bit of cornstarch, a little bit of water, mix that bad boy up, and you come up with something that looks like this. And I was just playing with it right there because I thought that was the most interesting thing ever. The texture was just so good. Alright, you always got to take a little break to test your product. So we have the meat right here, and I'm going to get a little fork. Just kidding, I'm getting a knife. And I'm going to test the meat. Let's see what this is tasting like. Y'all, When you make this, you will understand. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna keep working. It is finally time to build our tacos. So we're gonna take one side and fold it down halfway, and then I'm going to take the other side, fold that halfway, and now it looks like a triangle. And so after that, when you pick it up, it should have a pocket in the middle. If you don't have a pocket, go ahead and rewind this video a couple seconds, figure out how to fold it the right way, and then come right back to where we are. So now I gotta pour my oil into the pot. Ooh, a little bit of a spill. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Make sure you get enough oil so that your tortillas can be covered. And when we are putting our meat in the pocket, we want to make sure that it's halfway. Do not put too much or it's going to spill out and you won't be able to close it. So I'm putting glue right where my thumb is and at the top. When you finish gluing it, this is exactly what it should look like. A nice little pocket of meat. Such a cute pocket. This is the cutest little fried taco you've ever seen. And I just get confused in life because just look at how little dainty it is. It's about to go down. Popping our little tacos in. Look at that sizzle, okay? That's how we knew it was ready. It was ready. And so these are not going to stay in here long at all. I cooked about 3 at a time for these little things. So I had 3 in. I let them get a little brown. Make sure you have your plate with your paper towel at the side so that when you take them out, you can put them straight on the paper towel so that it can take some of that excess oil. So when I saw that it was browning on the edge a little, I went ahead and flipped them over. Look, that color is just so pretty. Nice and light. So they were floating at this point, and so I decided to go ahead and take them out because to me, when it starts floating, that means it's done. Took those out, put in a new batch. Now these came out a little bit darker, but that's okay because we don't care. We like them all different colors. Look at that. Got some dark ones, some medium ones, some light ones. They're all just so cute. Taste better than they look too. I mean, so beautiful. So, it's almost time to eat. We have our 2 fried tacos, our sour cream, and the sour cream that I use is tofutti sour cream. It is milk-free, no butter fat. I also have some guacamole and some salsa on the side. And I mean, it's time to eat now. It is time. Alright, so I'm real particular. I want like all 3 things on this one bite. So we got the vegan sour cream, the guacamole, and the salsa all on one bite, and we're gonna try it. Y'all, this is so good. I can't even believe it. This is so good. So, you know, follow the recipe. You can use taco seasoning if you don't want to make your own taco seasoning. You can just buy it, but it's a pretty simple recipe. It tastes fantastic. I think everyone deserves to have this in their life, okay? Okay. Well, guys, thanks for cooling it with Chris. I hope this has inspired you to make some fried tacos. Bye!